Tommy Tuberville, yeah. He has been financially benefiting from his position in Congress, which is kind of interesting. The Alabama senator just disclosed that he's pocketed, what, $250,000 in future tradings in wheat, corn, soy, and cattle, despite overseeing these commodities on his congressional appointments. Yeah, on August 14th, Tuberville, who sits on the Senate Committee for Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry, reported multiple agricultural trades through June and July, all in the range of $1,000 to $15,000. And not only is he on this committee, well, he's the ranking member on one of the subcommittees. And he stated that he intends to give Alabama a seat at the table during the 2023 Farm Bill process, although it is clear that he intends to give himself a financial seat at the table. And the thing is, we know that this isn't the first time he has been called out or in a problematic situation for being a target over his trades. In 2021, he violated federal transparency laws when he failed to properly disclose trades worth more than $1 million on time. And his trades included the sale of stock options in the Chinese e-commerce company and so much more. And the thing is, we know that Americans hate this. There's overwhelming bipartisan majorities of Americans favoring prohibiting stock trading in individual companies by members of Congress. Of the 26,000 Americans surveyed, 87% of Republicans, 88% of Democrats, 81% of independents indicated that their support for banning lawmakers and families that lives with them from buying, selling, and trading individual stock. This is something that it seems all Americans can get on board with, but it seems that people are actually entering Congress so that they can have this financial leg up. Yeah, I think this would be some kind of insider trading almost, but apparently the individuals who make the laws disagree. Brett, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, if you ask the average American whether it makes sense and is fair for politicians who write the laws to and create the regulations to then also bet in the market they have control over, you would call that insider trading. But it is not. People and it is so obvious and it is so basically populist progressive that even like Matt Gaetz is running with this. He won't say it about Tuberville specifically, but then again, maybe he might as a cudgel because he knows that he's got the right position on it. And he even said, there's a clip of Matt Gaetz basically saying like, this should be illegal. You should not be able to buy and sell individual stocks. It should not be okay. And so he's proposing an amendment that will get, that would make it illegal. And he says that every Democrat would vote for it. And they should. I mean, maybe not Nancy Pelosi because she benefits from that very directly. Maybe not Dianne Feinstein if it were to go to the Senate because she's benefiting from a lot of that stuff. And I don't think the people who have kind of got conservatorship over it would allow her to enact that kind of a policy. But this is very clear. And the question with Tuberville specifically is whether the guy is just straight up that corrupt, or if he's so stupid that he would just go ahead and do this kind of stuff in front of everybody, not thinking that it's wrong. He just got elected saying, I love me some Trump. That's all I do. Nothing specific, no specific anything.
I actually disagree. Yeah. I think he also said, I hate women and minorities.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah, sorry. I thought of those two things as synonymous.
Okay, sorry, just wanted to get that in.
But yeah, so that's kind of where it's at. It's really, really stupid. And I think a lot of us outside of the Beltway essentially, which is like the code for people in DC, the outside the Beltway people are like, I don't get that kind of benefit.
No.
Why should he? That's like if you were in a casino and you could say, you basically knew what the next card was, but you were still able to bet on what the next card would be. And there are actually services out there. There's people that started doing this, that where you can go find out, because it does have to be, it's all like right under our noses. You can find out through the disclosures what financial moves people in Congress have made, and that kind of will tell you where their regulations are going and where their spending is going and where our tax dollar investments are going. So you can make those same stock market plays, and it is shown that in those situations, and this is not financial advice for anyone, obviously, it's just an interesting point, that a lot of people have had great success doing that and have actually outperformed the S&P and all those index funds that indicate how well the stock market is doing as an average.
It would seem that a lot of people would want to take that advice and move on it. Basically, who has the inside call on where the stock market is going to be, which is manipulative and incredibly wrong. And a lot of Americans seem to agree, but apparently Congress isn't doing anything on it.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.